Greetings, everyone. Welcome to episode 17 of the ITHRIVED podcast. It's your boy, Sundin Esperance. I hope all is well to you. Before I begin my show, I don't know if his family would ever be watching this, but for those of you that did not know, Chadwick Boseman, the main character of the movie 42, Jackie Robinson, the famous baseball player, he acted, and Wakanda or Black Panther. I don't know what the movie was called. I never watched it, but he was the main character in it. He has passed away. He was 43 years old. He was battling with cancer for the last 4 years. I did not know. I mean, credit to his family for keeping it private, because I don't think anybody knew. And it was stage 3 colon cancer. So that's a tough loss for a lot of people, and a lot of people are shocked, including myself. I did not expect that at all. I didn't think this was going to occur at all. I just seen it. And then you kind of wonder, where did this come from? 2020 has been a crazy year. 2020 has been a crazy year. But anyways, once again, my condolences go out to his family. So more in depth today, I wanted to speak on, for those of you who don't know, it's a show, for those of you that do not know, it's a show called Welcome to Sweetie Pies. It's Miss Robbie, which is the main character, and Tim Norman, who I guess, the secondary character in it's not like a television show, but it's a series of mother and son running restaurants, and I believe it was buffet style, and really just, doing a mother and son business. Something, me and my mom were really intrigued in, because, I'm a mama's boy, so watching those type of shows, we enjoy it, we like it, we love it. Now, what's crazy about this, and what I really wanted to speak about today is just, man, you can really never know what is around you until what was hidden in the dark comes out to light, or came out to light. Tim Norman, which is Miss Robbie's son, he was arrested not too long ago. It was for a murder for hire plot against his own blood nephew. Now, mind you, Andre Montgomery, which was the nephew of Tim Norman, his father passed. I believe it was a shooting as well. People feel like maybe Tim had something to do with that. Who knows? But he filed several life insurance policies. Now, a lot of people know the black community is very when it comes to life insurance, they're not the most equipped, you can say. But when you do have life insurance, sometimes you can't even tell. People, like, even if parents have life insurance for their kids, some parents, I feel like they're scared to even say the amount of money they have when they pass away and stuff like that, because some kids, maybe they want it quicker, or they do things differently. And in this case, and a lot of confusion with this is, first of all, how does Tim have a life? How is Tim Norman the sole beneficiary on Andre Montgomery's life insurance? And Andre is, younger than him, right? I believe maybe 20 years younger than him, so was it the other way, or shouldn't it have been the other way around? Did he fool Andre? Did he dupe Andre? Who knows? But the fact that an uncle could do this to his blood nephew, it goes to show that he has no regard for anybody's life. When you're now, growing up, I always obviously time to time heard the scriptures, for the love of money is the root of all evil. And I never understood it, sometimes. But growing up, I started to realize, that the more you love money, the more dangerous of a position you put yourself in. And in this case, man, it just, greed, a cold, ice cold heart to do something. Because what was crazy, and for some of you that don't know, if you go on YouTube, you'll see in some of the shows, you'll see in some of the episodes how Tim is so there for Andre, bringing it, because Andre wanted to get, kind of into the business and help the family out. Tim brought him to where he can, where they go get like the food stuff. He's helping it out. He's saying, oh, don't worry, he's going to be fine. He's going to be in good hands, blah, blah, blah. I got him, all this and that. Not even that. When after Andre's passing, I don't know what her name is, but she interviewed the family, and it was, asking questions, and Tim was just there. I don't remember what he said, but he was just very tranquil. You know what I mean? It's like nobody clearly would have thought he would have had something to do with it, because that's your own blood nephew, right? So another thing too, he brought his own mother, Miss Robbie, to where it happened, to where it occurred. And when he went, once again, so tranquil. Just went back. He's like, man, there's a number of people we lost over here. And then he's looking across. He's saying, yeah, grandma doesn't even live too far from here. Grandma's house like right over there. He's doing it like nothing, like as if he has no involvement. And to me, that was extremely scary because it goes to show you that's out there right now, you don't know who has something planned behind your back. We all want to talk about, man, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got me, you feel me? I got you, you got me, you heard me. You know what I'm saying? We in the building, you feel me? They got me, man. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me, you heard me, man. Ain't no gonna do nothing, you feel me? Whatever the case is. Regardless if you like it or not, somebody out there just does not like you. Somebody. You can't be loved by everybody. In fact, you'll never be loved by everyone. There's not one person on this planet, not even Jesus Christ, not even God, is loved by everybody. So I don't know what makes you think you're gonna be loved by every single person. It's so scary to the point where Andre trusted his uncle. Maybe they got into fights, but like you get it, maybe, you know, fights or arguments with your uncle, your cousin, whatever the case. But do you go to bed at night thinking, man, I wonder if he's going to have it out to kill me? I wonder if she's going to have it out to kill me. And the life insurance policy, I believe it was $450,000. And to Tim, I guess that's what Andre's life was worth, $450,000. You know, to the point where I kill you, I get this money. And one thing I could just, you know, advise is you want to be right in terms of knowing who's around you. You want to be, because so many times we see red flags, and that's a big mistake I've made in my past. Met people, I've seen red flags, but I just never, I always seen the good. I said, nah, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she could work on it, or he could work on it. But man, was I wrong. It was to the point where, like, look, when somebody lies behind your back, because lying too, when someone lies behind your back, it could put you in danger at a certain time and certain point in your life. Reason being is the person who believes what is said, they may just be vexed or angry of whatever they were told and want to come after you. Have you ever met people that they're already talking to you about somebody you've never even met yet? You don't even know yet. Not like, hey, I'm kind of warning you about something. Like, you know, you met them, they're talking, and then they see that person. Yeah, that person, man, they're this, they're that. You don't want to be around them here. You don't want to be around them there, blah, 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 whatever. I look at it as, you know, when somebody does something like that, they could literally be talking about themselves. What do I mean by that? Say, you know, you have a friend comes to you and tells you, hey man, you have to be careful for that guy. Dangerous person. You know, you get him upset. You say no to him. You do him wrong. Bro, I'm telling you, it's like your life is on the line. As the person is telling you that, you're thinking that it's that other person that's like that, when in reality, the whole time it's them. And then they'll come to you and tell you, but man, you don't have to worry. I got your back. You mean a lot to me. I love you. Me and you to the end. They'll go to your mom and tell your mom, don't worry, I got your son. We got each other. We're gonna be good. And then when there's a bullet that shoots you, it was Mr. or Mrs. I got your back that was literally behind your back. One thing to realize, and one thing you could take from this situation from Tim Norman doing a murder for hire plot to kill his own blood nephew is, if somebody tells you, bro, I hate you, this, you're that, you're stupid, you're a goat head, if they're telling you that, appreciate that. Because now they're letting you know how they really feel about you. They're showing you how they really feel about you. So now you know, shoot, if that person is serving my food, I don't think I'm going to eat it. Because I remember what that so-and-so said. But they kept it real with you. You're going to have others who are within. Because Tim was definitely within. Tim wasn't somebody on the outside of Andre. That's his uncle. In the business together, all doing that. That's someone within. I got your back. I love you. Don't worry, I'm going to take care of you. Don't worry, I got you. All of this, all of that. And it's a way to entice you. Yeah, this person got my back. This person would have never done that. Now this person is with me till the end. This person there, I trust them. Ha! Trust, I say. Trust is one of the most. It's the most, good, wonderful things to have, but it's one of the most dangerous words I found. When someone says, you can trust me. Don't tell me I can trust you. Let me trust you. You can trust me. And another thing you have to ask yourself, because my mom, there's always stories she would put, what she'd have to say. But one thing I did take was, she said, if you're drinking water, whatever the case is, and you leave it there, right? Say, you have water, right? You're drinking water, you leave your water bottle down. If you go to the washroom, and this one I went to college in California, you go to the washroom, you go here, you go there. She literally said, and you come back and people are around, don't drink that. Throw it out. Same thing with food. You're eating your food, maybe you just gotta go, even if you take a little peek off your plate, don't eat that. And she told me, I listened, but I never understood. You understand? I listened. But then when, you get older, you start to understand, you start to understand exactly what your mom was saying, to the point where you have no clue who's around you. You have no clue who's against you. You can go inside, here's your cup, someone puts something in that water or whatever you're drinking. Next thing you know, you're drinking it, you're feeling weird. You're eating food, you're vomiting all week for the rest of the week. And if you have whoever you're around, if you can't go to the washroom, whether you're at a restaurant, whether you're at home, you live with them, whatever the case is, if you can't go to the washroom and you can leave your cup and your food without you being there and not believing you could come back and eat it or drink it, something's wrong. But do you really trust that person? Yeah, I trust them just not with certain things, but I kind of, no, bro. You have to trust somebody fully. Andre trusted his Uncle Tim fully. And unfortunately, it cost him his life. Maybe there was red flags he's seen, but he was probably telling himself, man, maybe I'm thinking too much. This is my blood uncle. Why would my blood uncle want to do something like that to me? It's not, you mean to tell me, Andre, we would really go to bed thinking, man, I wonder if my uncle's going to murder people, hire them to kill me, for the life insurance money that I wonder if I don't think he was going to bed thinking that. He trusted him fully. Even though they probably got into some arguments, into some fights. He probably had so much love for his uncle. Appreciated all his uncle was doing. While the whole time, the uncle was just bringing him in, enticing him. Giving him a lollipop. Giving him some, candy. Giving him some whatever he wants type of food. Giving him some nice clothes. Whatever the case. I'm just giving an example, things that can entice people. Bringing them in just so they can just kill them. Just for money? Like you love money that much? And I understand. Things are more expensive today and, times may be rough and whatever the case is. But if you're at a job and it's tough and it's difficult, you know what I mean? And you're just barely struggling, rather stick with that than to hire somebody to kill your own nephew. Come on. Somebody sued you for $20 million. All right. You got sued. Don't go and hire somebody to kill them. To kill your own blood. Like, he shouldn't be doing that at all. He shouldn't be doing that at all. But I'm pretty sure people would realize, okay, if it was an enemy, I can't understand why he did it. This was his own blood nephew. Like, just take a deep breath and think about that for a second. You that out there that have uncles, aunts, cousins, relatives, your brother, your sister. Just sit down. Would they hire someone to kill you? All right, here you are a bit more successful than them. Here you are making a bit more money than them. You make better decisions than them. Mom and dad's always praising you. Mom and dad is always saying, man, what a joy you are to them. Whereas so-and-so is kind of a joy too, but not so much. Because so-and-so didn't listen to us fully. You, my son or my daughter, you listen to mommy and daddy fully. You have to wonder and ask yourself, does that drive my brother so-and-so to be encouraged and want to be better as well? Or to push me to keep going? Or to go and find somebody to kill me? I've been in arguments with my blood brother. We've been in some fights. But for me to go and sit down and plot how I'm going to kill my own blood brother for money, that's it. You couldn't offer you. There's not even enough money you could even make me think of to even want to do this to anybody. Let alone my own blood brother. Sonny will offer you $50 trillion. Nobody will know. For my, this is what we come down to. This is what it is today, I guess. This is what it is. Man, be very careful out there. Very careful. Extremely. And people think I'm too observant. They think sometimes people think I take things to a different context to where it doesn't have to go about situations, but I'm glad I don't. I really am not. I really am. You have to be very mindful of who and what's around you. Not even just you, who you put or your kids around. You know, as parents, you want to know who's the teachers. You know, ask your kid questions. How was school today? What's your teacher's name? What did the teacher teach you guys today? What did you learn? Anything crazy happen? Have these daily conversations with them. You know, even with what's crazy as well, it's even with relatives, because there's so many people that are victims, mostly when it comes to like rape or being molested, and sometimes when it's from uncles or whatever, relatives, cousins, blah, blah, blah. But in this case, you know, Tim had other things on his mind, and it was to kill his own blood nephew. Like, look, man, you have to just, if you're not careful with who and what is around you, and yes, those of you who have strong faith, God is watching me. God got me, man. But yes, you have to understand, the scripture also says faith is nothing without works. So you have to do your part and making sure you're not inviting danger in your life. If somebody told me and has proof and show me on video, say, bro, this dude is a murderer. This dude you're hanging out with is a thief. You bring them inside a house with you, you go out with them, most likely something's going to be stolen from you, or you're probably going to end up dying that night. You know, I'm going to just take the wise decision and then stay away. I see them. Yeah, it was good, man. All right, cool. But that's it. Hey, let's hang out, man. I'm good, bro. I'm good. And keep it real. Don't just tell. I know sometimes they say make an excuse. Oh, I'm actually busy. Oh, I'm actually this. So you just got to keep it real. Yo, you mind if we, hang out? Nah, I don't want to hang out, bro. Oh, you have something to do or something? No, I don't want to hang out. That's it. And be observant from how that person's reacting. And another thing too, if you want to find out a way on how you could prove that somebody is really with you, or prove somebody's really your friend, or whatever the case is, tell them no. See how they react. Maybe there's stuff you guys ask each other for time to time. Maybe they need a couple dollars. I never forget the time my dad told me it was a friend. This was a long time ago. Years ago, if I'm correct, probably well over 20 years ago. I don't even more than that, maybe. The friend, my dad, he just got into the country, wasn't really like stable much, but he knew how to save his money. He knew how to keep his head over his shoulders and not be dumb and go to clubbing, whatever the case was, and just spending his money all over the place. And so I believe this friend of his asked him for money. My dad told him no. My dad said when he said that, my God, that guy went crazy. I don't think they spoke for a good amount of years after that. And then they ended up reconciling, of course. But it goes to show where when you tell people no, and I can't even repeat the stuff that, my dad said he said, but it just goes to show what somebody really feels about you. I had to, sometimes I had to learn, I wouldn't say the hard way, but the way I didn't want to, but at the end of the day it was, man, okay, I see how so-and-so is. I'll see how so-and-so are. And I pay attention to a lot of things. I pay attention to if the person told me that they were at so-and-so place at 2:23 on Saturday, do they say the same thing to me next Saturday? Or are they those people, I forgot. Have you ever borrowed money to somebody and all of a sudden they come, oh shoot, I didn't pay that back? Jeez, I think I owe you money? Hey! And there's people like that. There are people like that. You have to be, it's something like this. I just want you to understand. Blood means we're related, but my family is in the truth of God. My family is the one who serves and believes in the one true God, of course. But being family, it's more than blood for me. It's more than that. You can't just tell me, bro, we family because you're blood. Because look what blood just did to his blood. Look what an uncle just did to his nephew. Not even thinking, the fact that he had the time to think about it, not even think about, man, I'm going too far right now. I need to really stop this. Man, like this boy is only 21 years old. Man, he probably want a family, he probably want kids, probably want, all that. And here I am, I'm hiring so-and-so to kill him. And who knows, maybe he thought about that, but got in too deep to the point where he was probably threatened. Look, you don't get done with this, we're just going to expose you. We have proof of this, we have proof of that. And look, deal with that rather than actually kill the boy. And now look at the situation look at what you put your mom into. You had your mom thinking you had nothing to do with this. You even brought her to where he was killed, acting like you're in disbelief, like you're in shock, like, man, the whole time you were the one behind it all. He trusted you, Tim. Anyways, man, I don't want to keep y'all much longer for this. It's just be very mindful for who's around you. Be very careful and cautious of who and what is around you, around your kids. Maybe if you see somebody your mom or dad hangs out with, just say, mom and dad, just look. Here's an example. I remember my mom told me, oh, so-and-so's over here. She said you and her son went to the same school. So that's why I got like, whoa. Who was she talking about? I mean, in my high school, I was extremely known. Yeah, I would say I was very popular. A lot of people knew me, knew quite a number of people. So it was very, I had a lot of fear when she said this person went to the same school as you. So she said, oh, his name is, what's your son's name? And she said the son's name. I said, what? What are they doing inside the house? I said, hey. I said, mommy, get these people out there. And then, get these people out the house. And I remember my mom explained, oh, no, we work together, blah, blah, blah. This is, it was her boss at that time and stuff. And the crazy part is that kid that was at my high school, I didn't even know this guy had parents. Like the way he would come to school, you would think this is someone that was sleeping on the streets. Someone that was just, okay, school time, I'm coming. This, you would have never thought this person had not even a parent, not even half of a parent. You thought he was abandoned. Maybe his parents passed early, whatever the case was. And so I told my mom very quickly. I had a witness come to tell my mom, look, you don't want to stay close with this. It's at work, keep work at work, but that's about it. I get it. Y'all from the same country and blah, blah, blah. Y'all want to do this and left and right, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Mommy, I'm telling you, just don't stay away. Stay at work. My mom, she was kind of very, soft about it pretty much. And so, long story short, fast forward, when my mom started to realize how this person was and who this person really was when my mom became sick one time. My mom became sick. She was at a spot in her life where she was close and potentially close to getting cancer. She didn't get it, thank you, Lord Jesus. But it was close. It was fibrums. She was bleeding a lot. Like it was like blood, like fountains of blood coming out of her birth canal. And she got sick. And so I said, give me the phone, let me call so-and-so. I called her. I said, look, my mom's not going to be able to come to work. You know, and on top of that, look, my mom, that drive, another thing that was a red flag for me, my mom is about 35 to 40 minutes from where she had to work at that time. The owner, she's like literally 5 minutes away. My mom was the one that had to open. My mom was the one that had to go there and open up. It was a daycare. My mom was the one that had to go there and open. She would say, oh, I'm praying in the morning and stuff. That's why I'm late. And then what's crazy is there was somebody else in her complex where she said, no, that's not true. She's just sleeping. And not even about that just being a red flag, because for me, it's like, you're 5 minutes away. Why don't you open it? You go and then, the person comes, they're at ease, whatever the case is. Another red flag was she could tell my mom, say, hey, I'll be right back. She's gone. And we're talking about daycare, so kids now. She's gone, nowhere to be found after. My mom has to open and close. Literally, imagine you have to wake up extra like 5, 6 in the morning. Don't forget we have winter here in Canada. Drive all of that, go open, and now you have to end up closing as well. Another thing too, she could be saying, oh, I'm going to be away for next week. I'm going to be gone. I get it. It's the boss and whatnot. But at least be transparent with who's working for you. At least be, look, I'm going to be gone for so-and-so weeks. Just hold it down over here. I need you to open and close. I don't really trust, whatever the case is. But anyways, fast forward, there was way too many red flags that was there. And something that my mom, that I realized when my mom was sick, I told her, say, look, my mom's not going to be able to come. She was all like, oh, yeah. No, that's fine. That's wow. I hope she gets better. Blah, blah, blah. The woman already said, I don't even think it was a week already. Oh, I don't know if you could tell him, I don't know if you could come back. I think I found other people and blah. And pretty much when my mom left, and I told my mom to start a daycare business a long time ago. She eventually did. She should have started way earlier. And then, while we was there was so many complaints. So many foul things that were happening. So many. To the point where parents are calling my mother. My mother was making me talk to them and say, Madam, what is going on with my kids? How come my son's coming home barfing all the time? Huh? How come the kids don't even want to go back anymore? Are you coming back, man? Like, what's going on? Man, oh man. So it was to the point where the example I'm just trying to, the point I'm trying to make with that example is to pretty much say that there may be things we just see, but in that case, my mom did not. I kept on telling her over and over and over again, be very wise and careful with this person. Like knowing who her son is and how he was, it's supposed to show you who she is. So be very careful. If she did listen, my mom would have avoided a lot of issues, but she did. There was a lot of other situations as well. Well, at the end of the day, you live and you learn. One thing I want you all to learn from this is to be very careful who's around you. Very, very careful. Some of you probably are living with that person that I'm talking about. Probably your husband, probably your wife, your kids, because kids kill parents too. Your grandma, your aunt, your mothers with kids. Make sure about that man. That's with your daughter or your son. Ask your daughter questions time to time. Did he touch you here? Did he touch you? Because sometimes a lot of women, you bring another man into your kid's life and you don't even know what that man's doing to your kid. So it's and sometimes it's like when I hear stories of how kids have been molested and raped, it's like I wonder, where were the parents? Where was the mom? Oh, but I trusted him. I get it, but your daughter's here, she's like 6 or 7, and you're leaving her with uncle who is 40 something or 30s. Just start to ask. Even babysitting as well. There's been babysitters caught on video of what they've been doing to kids, how they beat kids and almost damaging kids, making kids barf up, like abusing the kids. There's a lot you have to be careful for, man. A lot. So you just want to be very wise and very cautious. Very wise and very cautious. That concludes today's episode. I just wanted to, to get it out there, to shed some light for you all. It's just like a reminder of where you are. It's just to ask yourself who and what is around you. I don't care what position you're at in your life. Who and what is around you. Who and what is around your kids, your brothers, your sisters. Because remember, this was an uncle. This was a nephew that trusted his blood uncle. A nephew that was doing what most nephews would do, I presume. Okay, my dad passed. My uncle is here to kind of like, help me out. Wonderful. Anyways, before I end this, I would like to say, those of you that watch, feel free to like the videos if you like it. I know I get messages, oh, great video, wonderful video. I appreciate that. But you could like, subscribe as well. Subscribe, comment on the videos as well. Don't be shy. Look, if you hate the video, you hate it. You love it, you love it. It is what it is. Just tell me what it is, how it is. Be plain. Something I hate this. This was trash, blah, blah, blah. Something this was great. Thank you. I learned a lot from this. Man, I'm learning a lot. You're helping me a lot. All of that. So once again, be very, like, this is just a reminder, man. Be very cautious and mindful who's around you. When it comes to money, when it comes to your food, what your in terms of drinking something, you're putting it down, you go to another room, you come back, can you drink it again? All of that. When you tell a friend no, when you have some success in your life, how are they reacting? Because sometimes they'll be there, yo, this guy is out here, but inside he hates you or she hates you. It's like, man, I hate this person. Always getting successful, always getting this and that. Just trying to show off to everybody. People really think like this. They really do. And it takes time at times for it to really come out. Sometimes it's, quicker than others. But sometimes it's, it could be like years after a marriage. 50 years, 60 years. I've heard some stories with marriage as well. But my God, wow. Anyways. Like, subscribe, tune in if you can every Sunday. For those of you who are in some, you're in a false church if you're not following the truth of God. You know. Well, Sonny, what makes you say that? Why don't you go and watch the truth of God and you'll know. I know the services are right now every Sunday at 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. There's two services that are live on YouTube. First Church of our Lord Jesus Christ, where the apostle pastor is Gino Jennings. One thing as well I'm going to put in the link of this video is a teaching of Gino Jennings on speaking on. It's pretty much it's something that you should really listen to. It has a lot in terms of to what I'm talking about. But him, it's so direct. It's so in depth. It's so deep. It's so concrete. It's just I've never heard. It's crazy. You just have to watch it. I recommend you really watch it. Also tune into jevejouer.ca, ITHRIVED.ca. If you have any questions or concerns, the email is sundin.esperance@ITHRIVED.ca. Once again, this is just a warning. Be very mindful and cautious of who is around you. Very, very mindful. Be careful. All right. This is it for today. Thank you for listening. God bless and peace be unto you.